Tinubu, the president, seeks National Assembly approval for 27.5 trillion naira. To the next one on the front page of this same paper, Japa Loth shuts 5 words as doctors, nurses leave, say reps. Loth shuts 5 words as doctors, nurses leave, say reps. To the next one, recapitalization. Nigeria needs bigger banks for $1 trillion economy, says NDIC. And to the next one, still on Vanguard newspaper, Supreme Court okays indefinite use of old new bank notes. Supreme Court okays indefinite use of old naira and new naira notes. We have it on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. To the next one, federal government begs COP members over deplorable NYC camps. Federal government begs COP's members over deplorable NYC camps. All right, the Punch newspaper, the major headline is raised on 2024 budget. Defense education roads get 6.7 trillion naira. Federal government eyes 10.4 trillion naira tax. On 2024 budget, defense education roads get 6.7 trillion naira. Federal government eyes 10.4 trillion naira tax. You can see this on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. On to the next one. Federal government still doing something. Yeah, okay, federal hospital CEOs diverting drug funds, PSN alleges. Federal hospital CEOs diverting drug funds, PSN alleges. To the next one, Supreme Court backs CBN cancels old Naira deadline. Supreme Court backs CBN, as the Central Bank of Nigeria, cancels old Naira deadline. On Ondo State, talking about the political crisis in Ondo State, the Deputy Governor Aiyedatiwa has returned to Ondo Heads EXCO meeting today. Aiyedatiwa returns to Ondo Heads EXCO meeting today. Down the paper, Robert Skill Ogun, Finance Director in William Van Ambush. You can see this on page 27 of the Punch newspaper. 25 die in Kwara tanker fire. This is a sad story here. 25 die in tanker fire. That's in Kwara State. You can see the picture of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during his presentation of the 2024 budget proposal to the joint session of the 10th National Assembly in Abuja on Wednesday. You can see the pictures of the president here, and also God's will Fabio. You can see them on the front page of the Punch newspaper, the last paper. To be read is the Nation newspaper. The major headline on the front page of the Nation newspaper: Defense, Education, Health top Tinubu's 27.5 trillion naira budget. Defense, Education, Health top Tinubu's 27.5 trillion naira budget. Now let's quickly talk to our reviewers on all these stories. Thank you so much, Malik, for doing a great job behind the camera. And I say thank you to Raphael also for joining me on today's edition of this program, as well as our viewers across the globe. Thank you so much, Raphael. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm well. Okay. I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank God
And you?
good.
And you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Are you okay? Are you
Yes.
satisfied with the
budget?
budget?
No. The budget.
Presented
Some
yesterday?
Nigerians are talking nonsense. You know whom they are? They are supporters of Tinubu. They are saying that this is the first time a budget was read or is read without padding. That nobody padded budgets. So let me.
People's Democratic Party talk about budget padding.
Padding. You see it. I told you that from his own camp they support him, and that's how it should be. No APC man will come and tell you that the budget is being padded or whatever. It is only the opposition party that died in 2015. PDP is talking nonsense for criticizing Tinubu. They are not doing the work of opposition. PDP is a useless dead party. See, Mike, PDP was buried since 2015 simply because Buhari won an election.
But PDP kicked against the budget.
Yes, but they are dead party. They are dead. Opposition is gone in Nigeria. Opposition is dead. Opposition party, they are not doing anything. They all keep mum and keep on cross-carpeting to APC to join the music. They are not doing the job of opposition party. The opposition party that lost out 2015 went down to the bottomless pit for 8 years now. Came 2019, they won outrightly. They could not fight what PDP, APC did through Jega or whoever the name of the INEC chairman was. These people, they just dropped dead. PDP is dead. The biggest political party from 1999 to 2007 till 2015, the biggest African political party platform was PDP. Mike, today PDP is gone. Nobody's saying anything. Just imagine, after beating Buhari hands down in 2019, Atiku absconded into Dubai, carrying women, akanabo, left and right, in Dubai, buying uprise in all these skyscrapers, high-rising building, hotels in Dubai, leaving his job. APC has virtually taken everywhere in Nigeria, doing what? Magic for Nigerians. Abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. They read budget, they praise themselves. They fail on the economy, they praise themselves. They fail on building developmental job infrastructures, they praise themselves. Anytime they want to ask questions on scoreboard, APC members will score themselves, only themselves everywhere. PDP is not doing anything as an opposition party. What about Obi? Obi won an election and went down. Obi could not fight and defend his right. Obi could not do something and they arrest him. You will give your 2 hands to handcuff. That is when people will rise up for you. That is when international community will come in. Did you see what happened in Kenya? The whole youth supported Obi. The whole youth labored hard to make sure that Obi. But why did Obi go down? Obi is not doing anything. Obi just relax. Oga, it doesn't come like that. I don't know. I don't like it. See, let me tell you. See, there is a long trek to freedom.
Did you really check out what PDP said on this?
Oh God, what PDP said doesn't matter. See, listen, Mike, listen and listen good. PDP is not living up to expectation as an opposition party. Okay, go to USA and see how Democrats and the Republicans are fighting themselves. Do you know what? If Democrats venture to do anything wrong, the Republican will use it against them. There will be rowdy session in the House of Congress, the Capitol, the lawmakers. Someone will come out and talk. Americans will talk. Americans are lining with the opposition party to correct the government of the day of Joe Biden. I didn't understand. PDP is not talking. Obi is not talking. Obi just went down. Obi that the whole Nigeria supported could not allow the youth to move. Yeah. Calm down. Peace, court. Peace, court. Peace, court.
National Assembly not to pass that, not to accept it. You think the National Assembly will listen?
They are not going to
what,
listen to Obi. Listen and listen good. I'm not going to the
because
budget.
whether we like it or not.
Oga,
So
the,
Obi is also an opposition.
Oga, the budget read.
Are you getting me now?
The budget read by Bola Ahmed, Chief Tinubu, is a global disgrace. Government expenditure. Ask me why. He's leveraging on borrowing. He read budget because he has borrowed a lot. He's going to borrow the whole world. And that budget, government expenditure next year, is to be used for what? Debt servicing. Debt servicing and salaries for federal executive workers. All the government departments that are going to use it for payment of the people in the legislatives, people in the executive, and the judiciary. Average court magistrate judge in Nigeria is using exotic car. That budget is for spending. Spending where? At the government houses, secretariats across Nigeria. That budget is not for you and I to live well. It's not for the economy of this country to grow. No. The budget is for salaries. Yes. The budget is for chop. That budget is tolo tolo. Tolo tolo is for what? Na turkey. Turkey be what? Na for chop. To eat turkey. That money na budget. Na tolo tolo be. That budget. That budget is red. They will use it for salary. They will use it to buy yachts. They will use it to buy other cars. Exotic cars are coming. See, that SUV 160 million. It's not going to be like this.
Criticizing the government,
I must.
Especially the government of APC.
Thank you so
not
much.
Not just the government of APC.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am Raf. I don't support what is bad. I am let me say, more or less an activist. I'm always standing for justice. I don't stand for frail peace. What we're having now is peace, but it's too frail. You that asked that question, what I mean by frail is weak. The peace we are witnessing in Nigeria now is peace. It is weak. We are not witnessing a peace, justice, equity, competent government. It is full of incompetence. That's what they are showing. It's a show of incompetence, this current illegitimate regime. You don't allow me to be like you. No, I can never be like any person. I don't like what is bad. I did not criticize Fachola. I did not criticize Ambode. I did not criticize Obi as a governor of Anambra State. I criticized El Rufai, Nass El Rufai of Kaduna State, because of what he was doing there. I criticize this current government of Sanwo-Olu because of what he's doing. I listen to me. Negotiators are paying tax. We are paying and paying. We are not seeing anything. The road at my back, Oga, you will ask question. Go. My back, not up to 100 meters. Ask Mike. At my back, now in front of Area G command, police command. You can sweep there if there is a heavy downpour. Why is it that Rafael is criticizing government, especially Bola Ahmed's regime? Come and live in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, if you are living here, that question is irrelevant. If you are living abroad, it's not an irrelevant question because you are not here to witness what I'm saying. Are you listening to me? Mike, budget is for chop. Chop, not talking meat.
The president called it renewed hope budget.
Oh, renew hope. We have been renewing hope for since 6 months now. No hope has been renewed. Renew the hope budget. Renew the hope. When the motorcade, Tinubu is going to add more cars to his motorcade. Maybe if he come into Oba, cars will line from Ikeja to Maryland, Oba to Vega. Renew hope for chop. Turkey, not for chop. Turkey, chop budget, not to chop. To pay. That is fictitious salaries.
Definitely you don't believe in the renewed hope agenda.
No. There's nothing like renewed hope. Agenda we need is rule of law, due process, industrialization of Nigeria. And we make Anambra State.
And that's what the budget is meant for.
Wait, IT hub.
Don't you think it will
you no go see that money, 12 months time, you no go see that to renew hope. Everybody will be chasing flies. It's a fairy story, shooting on the moon, firing the moon with gunpowder. You can't carry Chakabula. You are fighting the moon.
Just the first budget, the president.
Okay, first project.
Oh,
that is good. Monkey, they like banana. Yeah? Anytime we throw banana, monkey go dive it. You don't go land on the ground. If you cast banana at monkey, you will find out that monkey is the best goalkeeper ever. He go catch it. That expenditure, budget is for chop, chop, chop.
Can you give him a chance since it's just the first?
I don't give
budget
a chance to a man that
the
I did
National
not vote.
Assembly?
Hold it there.
Okay.
I will give a chance to the man I believe in. I can't give a chance to a man that, oh my God, fuel is high. For you to fuel your generator, Mike, are you not feeling it? You know this more than me now. You know this thing more than me. You don't know how much weight they cost you to fill your generator. Does he know that a cup of rice has gone to 800 naira, Dereka?
No.
What are you telling me? I know, you are more than that now. Mike, you are more than that now. Let me stage and make it be like saying I come here they do here. You are more than that.
Yesterday, that is just temporary.
Temporary,
Yes, the benefit
permanent,
is permanent.
temporary, permanent, temporary, permanent.
Just telling you to
Suffering
give him a chance.
suffering is permanent in Nigeria. It's not temporary. It's not temporary. Suffering started since 2015 when APC hijacked power from KDP. It lingers till now. The prices of things that went up since 2015 is still climbing, sky rocketing high, man. What's up? What's up? See, it is not temporary. It is permanent. Whatever has gone up in Nigeria market, essentials, what? Essential food essentials, essential commodities to ordinary goods has gone up forever, the prices.
And we have someone saying something here. Of course, it's an empty budget. How can you make a budget only to be financed with borrowing?
That's why I said that borrowing is for servicing, that budget is for servicing of debt. Trillion. If you know servicing. Thank you. That's debt servicing. The money that China lent to you, failure to service that debt, China will come here and acquire Dangote and then NPC, even worry for Escabos. China is coming here to do something. See, you must service that debt too. You must. Mike, you know more than that now. You know more than that now. You know more than that. See, make I tell you. Don't be saying I come here do they do here. We are trying to sensitize and educate people on what's up. See, it's not all about reading budget. Are you reading budget into productivity, courtesy, voice community? Are you reading budget into industrialization, creating jobs?
And that's what he said yesterday.
He
mentioned all this yesterday.
Story. He didn't. Mike, you know more than that. See, let me tell you, we are entering into another chapter. After this budget, APC then go celebrate. Most of them are changing their old rocks, revamping their houses. If you go into their, what do you call it, this living room, parlor. It is day and night. That latest carpet, day and night, latest window blind. Day and night, you go press and pray, you go up. They will revamp all their buildings. See, let me tell you, go to Aso Rock and see the kind of look Aso Rock wears now. Office of the First Lady. Are you listening to me? The cars,
they don't deserve it?
the car, they don't deserve it. It is you and I. No, it is you and I that deserve it.
The office of the president
Yes, yes,
deserve that?
yes. Democracy is for what? The meaning actually is not waiting. But he must serve you. That is stewardship. Stewardship. Steward is to serve you, to ask you, how do you feel? How are you? Don't you see George Bush? Didn't you see him?
But it should be
Clinton.
the office of the president is beautiful.
Well
furnished.
No. Why spending money on that? I don't even Obi is there. You see, Obi won't do it. That's why the guy is a good manager. Obi can manage well. Mike, office of the presidency can never provide rice, chop, beans for Nigerians. That money is for beans, chop. Allow rice to go down low. Pump money into the system where needed so that the economy will be stabilized, so that dollar and naira will not be fighting themselves always. And naira used to gain upper hand. Dollars used to gain upper hand. Sorry. Dollars has been punching naira for how many months now? How many years? Naira is gone and is going down. You are reading such crazy, fabulous, fictitious budgets telling Nigerians that we are drifting into another renewed hope. Now lie. We are we are sliding into another deadly hope. This one is hope. The next level. The next hope where we are going is where? Hope is on the man's office. And you know,
the picture of your president here.
yes, this casting vote, I don't know. Is that how the budget do budget? Every budget you go cast vote with a ballot paper
He
to
was
know.
presenting it.
Okay.
House
Inside ballot.
Yeah.
Inside ballot
You can
box.
see his picture.
Organ Nigerians are acting free. Federal government of Nigeria is an actor. A platform whereby all the political actors come together and start showcasing their own talents. See, film every day, argument every day. Oga, this argument, you know they finish.
All right, thank you so
Nigerians no go rest
Let's give other people
every
chance.
day. See, let me tell you, Mike,
All right.
I won. People with high sugar level, I beg, don't read paper, don't listen to radio, don't watch telly. I know this is why I'm advising them. Reading papers and they have like IPP. Why you go come read paper?
What will happen?
Oh, you don't know? Don't read paper. Oh. Highly esteemed,
They really to get
highly esteemed viewers, we are thanking you for joining us this morning.
All right.
From me, Raf Tresvant.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. That was Raphael. Very brilliant one. Brilliant analysis from Raphael Kumbechi. Okay, moving down to me. Me, how you doing this morning?
I'm trying to be fine, Mr. Mike.
You're trying to be fine. What happened?
That's what it is. Yes. For every day we see the day, we all strive to be better, and that's what I'm doing.
All right, and
Trying
let's
to be
quickly
fine.
talk about the 2024 budget. Defense, human capital development, healthcare, education, and all of that, are some of the priorities of the government in the 27.5 trillion naira budgets for 2024. Now we have PDP kicking against this. That this is a false statistic. Also, they said that the APC government, has padded this. So, how do you feel about this, and how far do you think this budget will go in revamping our economy?
Well, first and foremost, let me start with the issue of budget padding. Do not forget that the issue of budget padding was brought upon this nation by the so-called PDP. Under the so-called PDP, we saw duplicity of events under different ministries. Under PDP, we had the highest level of haste in budget, but that's for another day. You see, PDP does not understand how to play the opposition, and it's unfortunate for them. They say that the budget is going to strangulate Nigerians. Spare us, spare we Nigerians. This budget allotted over 5% for education. I can tell you that's one of the best budgets so far in the last 1 decade. Because, subsequent governments have always allotted about 2.5 to 3% to education. But this budget of hope, they call it budget of renewed hope, allotted 5.1% to education, about 1.2 to 5 trillion. Then also for health, the same thing. All right? I am not saying that we cannot have a better budget, but we must understand that as a nation, over the years, we have been placed on this saddle of having a budget deficit. Is this a doing of the president? No. But do not forget and do not be surprised that by the year 2025, we might start having what we call budget balanced, whereby we will no longer have budget deficit, because this man has been known to be a man who understands how to fetch water from a dry well. There's something we are having, fiscal reform. This is no joke. Yesterday in his presentation, he said federal government is all open for PPP to come in. If you go to Lekki, Epe, that express, that road was financed through PPP. That road is one of the best roads that we have in Lagos, and that road has been there since 2003, if I'm not mistaken. Do you understand? We might go back to the era of having our roads being towed, because the only way you can guarantee investors to get their money is by towing the roads. Do you understand? It's by towing the road, because we can see that all our roads, there are no toll gates, and this, as a result of that, our roads have, dilapidated. As a matter of fact, reducing productivity. Everything that has to do with logistics has become a very, mountainous task to do. So this man has clarity. I watched him yesterday and I was so proud that this is the man I voted for. I mean, I have listened to other presidential candidates who find it hardly difficult to read from script. This is a man who was reading from script, but it was as if he was speaking right from his mind. He is a good orator. He is a good man who understands how to pass his message. I mean, nobody can come out here and say that he was disappointed with his presentation. Nobody. And we cannot by any means start castigating him, because this budget will be his first basis for him to be what? For him to be evaluated. And until that is achieved, anything you say now will only be based on bias and hate. Do you know that I asked one of your reviewers, I asked Raf, I said, Raf, in the next 2-3 years, if this man does well, would you commend? He said, we will never commend him. It simply shows that he just hates the man. He come here, Raf says that the dollar has always been beating Nigeria. We as in Nigeria, have we been productive? Was it Tinubu that said we shouldn't be productive? He just got to that position for crying out loud. Let me tell you, one of the reasons why we have not been productive is because of this dollar subsidy. Because of this dollar subsidy, we were never productive. Because the things that we're supposed to produce locally, because we had access to cheap dollar, we decided to import it. I challenge all our major importers. You have good relationship with these manufacturers. Why can't you lure them down to Nigeria? Why can't you lure them down to Nigeria? If the dollar wasn't, if this policy removal on dollar has been done since 1999, we would have adjusted, we would have had more industries in Nigeria as of today. That's the truth. We would have had more industries. That is also the truth. So the budget, to me, the budget presentation was well crafted. Now, the next phase is for the legislative arms to scrutinize. If there is any issue of padding, of course they should bring it out, and then they should readjust it. While we wait for the implementation, if it doesn't do well, we call him out. Because we are not zombies, we are not the obedient who follow their leader blindly. We are people with with good sensibility and with good sense of judgment.
All right, the Chima is saying something here. Over 70% will go into debt servicing. What miracle do you expect to lead?
Listen, Udeze Chima, thank you. We are 70% is not going into debt servicing, for your correction. I think about 35 to 40%. We are operating a budget deficit financing. And this is not the doing or the making of Bola Ahmed. Let us start from Yaradua, then upward. All right? So, for you to say that the debt servicing takes about 40% of our budget, the question is, shouldn't we pay our debt? Government is continuing. This budget, we are going to service it by about 7 trillion, whereby we are going to borrow over $3 billion from Afri-Exim Bank. We have a debt on ground and we must service it. We must keep our credit score in check so that we can always remain an economy whereby we can always source for funds. Let me tell you something. Obi was asked a simple question. They said, how do you intend to back the dollar? Obi was laying claims. You see, that guy, sometimes, his lips move faster than his brain. That is, I'm talking about Peter Obi. They asked him, how do you intend to defend the dollar? That if you were the president, he said he will borrow money to what? To back the dollar. And the dollar wouldn't surpass 600. What is that? I mentioned something. I said, cheap dollar did not support our productivity. This is a known fact. Our dollar have been cheap since 1999. A person like Mr. Matthew will tell you that, no, the dollar shouldn't be subsidized. No, the dollar should be subsidized. Since 1999, dollar has always been subsidized, and yet our productivity never for one day increased. Because we Nigerians, we love the easy way out. We Nigerians, we love the easy way out. The importers, the government of then, they were just shallow-minded. An importer has a good connection with Chinese manufacturers. The guy that imports this cap has a good relationship with him. He will rather say that, this dollar where they see for 150, make I just take and go buy cap, than for him to tell the guy, Oga, You see, and I have been doing business for over 20 years. Bring your company down to Nigeria here, and let us begin to solve some issues. But nobody will do that because they have access to cheap dollar. Okay, our cheap dollar has even further, encouraged capital flight. If you look at it holistically, the question is why didn't we have more factories in Nigeria? Let me tell you, most of those factories left because they saw that people were rather importing because they have access to cheap dollar than to buy them locally. GSK, let me tell you, GSK had to leave because they were no longer competitive. That's the truth. Let me tell you, GSK has been replaced by SKG. SKG is owned by Indians. Indians are taking over our pharmaceutical industries in Nigeria because they understand the climb and they are ready to play by the rules. GSK was even more into dollar racketeering. Sanofi, who is also a pharmaceutical industry, who wants to leave. Let me tell you something. If truly these people own the market of Nigeria, nobody will leave. If they control the market of Nigeria, whereby there's no substitute thereabout, they will not leave. It doesn't matter if the dollar increase. For as long as people love your product, it is glaring to everybody. You will increase your price and people will still buy you. But if you see that I'm no more productive, I'm no more making money, it simply means that one, your product has been substituted by a local producer. Number two, you were not truly the market shareholder. You are not the major market shareholder. You are not controlling the market. And at the end of the day, for yourself to be sustaining yourselves for all this year, that means you have been doing something illegally. Don't be surprised that Sanofi, GSK were into dollar racketeering because these guys have access to dollars. Look at Dangote. Dangote is being questioned. It's being questioned because Dangote was also into what? Dollar what? Racketeering. Was it all this arbitrage? Emefiele said that they borrowed Dangote some money and he has been able to pay over 70% of it when he has not even started operation. Ask him, where did you get the money? Because he was doing what? Dollar arbitrage. But a person like Mr. Matthew will come here. I don't understand how some people do not understand basic economics. This dollar subsidy on the surface is good, but when you look at it in depth, it has kept us in a quagmire of unproductivity. The reason why you see countries like Japan, China, even South Africa and the likes, they have a free market flow. It's because they are able to produce and they will not bring a policy that will push them back. The question is, if you have cheap dollar, you will never for any day say that you want to establish a factory in Nigeria when you know that if you go to China, you can import it in one day. But when you know that the dollar is expensive, you cannot just access it for frivolous items. It's a shame that we don't have textile fabrics. They said that now they have banned what? Locally made, Chinese imported Ankara and all this Guinea that we used to do before. If they do it here, it won't be cheap. That's what you know. But if your dollar is cheap, nobody will buy that one. They will go and buy it in China. Do you understand? And this is how this dollar subsidy has killed us to become an unproductive nation.
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome.
I thank my brother, but let us not talk like people who are tired. Let us not talk like people who are tired. All this is speech. What we want is the reality. The truth is that Nigerian man of today, Nigerians are dying for hunger. They are dying for hunger. And I ask myself, will you, my brother, if you are a president of hungry people, will you be happy to stand in front of the world and say, I'm a president of hungry people? I don't think. Nigerians are hungry. All this speech cannot help us. People talk sometimes because they are expecting that they can hear their voice and give them an appointment. We don't have to talk hypocritically, in a hypocritically way. No, talk about the reality. Talk about what is happening. Productive, this and that. If Nigerians are even encouraged, they will be productive more than many other countries. There are people who are able to manufacture cars in this Nigeria. I think even some are even manufacturing it. Why shouldn't Nigeria, maybe federal government, use their car as government car for every for government officials for every state? The person who started to produce car, is he not productive? What are we lacking in Nigeria? I think we can be problem for ourselves or of ourselves. Let us stop lying. Lies cannot help us. Let us stop talking to please because we want to please this party or this party, or because we are sentimentally. It can't help us. I think we should be above that level today. That's what I think.
All right, thank you so much.
You have any question?
On the budget, do you have anything to say? Is
On
it the
the-
best budget so far?
You
Are you
know,
satisfied with the budget?
Until now, like as I told you, we are only waiting for the reality. What we are expecting is Nigeria to quit out of this hunger and misery. Nigerians are dying. Budget or however may be the budget. Sometimes if I make budget now, after making that budget, you are governor, you are minister, you are this and that, you and I will go and share the budget. Nigeria will remain in the same situation. What we are tired of speech. We are tired of promises. We want the reality.
Do you believe in the renewed hope agenda?
Renewed
Bola Ahmed
hope
Tinubu?
agenda
Yeah.
of AP's promised us in the time past. They came with a lot of, will I say, today I call it noise. I don't even call it promises. They were shouting all along the street, change, 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 change. And we all follow them and say, people of change have come. But when Buhari came into power, after 6 months, a loaf of bread now will be share. It is 6 people that will share a loaf of bread. 1 pot of soup will be for 100 people. They will drag it like animals and they keep on crying. Is that what we call change? From that one, they came up again. I'm not a politician. I'm a simple citizen. They came up again. Next level, next level, next level, another 4 years. We face terrible things. Nigerians were dying everywhere. COVID-19 came. Palliative, nobody see. They lock us inside the houses. Everybody was locked up. No food to eat. No even, nothing. People were dying. And the next level come again with what they call cashless. Nigerians were falling here and there. Didn't you see what was happening in the bank? All those things were promises. And now, you are again promising us.
Renewed.
We are tired of promises. Mr. President, congratulations. Nigerians are tired of promises. We want to see things happening. I will go to immigration and see how Nigerians are dragging to run away from hell. Go to airport, see what is happening. Go to our all the frontiers everywhere, between other countries. See what is happening.
Borders, right?
Borders, thank you. Borders. See what is happening. People of other countries are asking Nigeria, why all of you are running helter-skelter? Are you fighting war in Nigeria? Is there war in Nigeria? Let somebody, don't stay inside in Nigeria if you don't know what is going on. Don't just talk inside in Nigeria. So, promises.
All right.
We are tired.
What's your name, sir?
We want to see the reality.
Your name, sir?
Mine.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's have Matthew.
Good morning,
Morning.
Mr.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Once again, good morning to all our diaspora and welcome to a joke country called Nigeria. Nigeria is a joke.
What do you mean?
Seriously, it's
How
a
do you
joke.
mean? How do you mean? Explain for us.
Thank God, the man that just spoke now.
Budget presentation.
Thank God, the man that just left here now.
Okay.
I think what he normally said, he speaks in line with me. I am not after your history. I'm not after telling you, just a person, what happened 70 years ago. What is going on now is that Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are dying. The government of the day, look at just a few days ago, the Minister of Water Resources came out and he said part of the money of part of the COVID-19 money that was given to them, they used 4 billion naira to teach Nigerians how to wash their hands. Was it not a joke? What are we talking about? So, see, Mr. Michael,
Are you not taught how to wash your hands?
why will you taught me how to wash my hand with how many billion naira? Right from childhood, even a child that was born today, the first primary thing that you learn is how to wash his hand in his house.
Are you not giving sanitizers?
What? Who gave me sanitizers? Were you there when they gave me sanitizers? This is a joke. The country is, see, let's not come here every day just because he wants somebody. This man, I love what he said. He said, because of favoritism, you needed somebody to favor you or something like that. It is only God that will help each and every one of us here. Are you getting me? It is only God. When God remembers a man, that is all. But come out here and say the truth.
Many
What?
Nigerians were giving nose mask.
What nose mask?
Did you get your own nose mask?
My brother.
Is it face mask?
My brother, what are you talking about? I am not talking about, I am a government that said you use 4 billion naira just to teach you and I how to wash hands. Was it not a joke? What are you talking about? And then you gave us a budget, and you said a budget that is meant for you to borrow money just to service the budget. What kind of government is that?
When he just said that's the best budget so far.
Who says by who?
Me. That's what he said.
See, my brother, anytime, any day we come out of this place to express our feelings, nobody should criticize anybody. Number one is that everybody is entitled to his own opinion. Are you getting me? He might be entitled to his own opinion, but the truth must be served to all Nigerians. What are we talking about? You served a budget. See, those people that were entitled to have given assent to that particular budget that was presented before the National House of Assembly, if the budget cannot if the budget cannot satisfy their individual needs and want as senators, they cannot give an assent to that.
Do you know this budget is to solve the problem?
What problem are you talking about, Mr. Michael? What problem are you talking about?
We're talking about human capital development.
Uh-huh.
Meant to also reduce poverty in the country.
Mr. Michael, Nigerians are tired. Forget the fact that Nigerians are tired. You cannot, Nigerians are, deceiving Nigerians. I think every Nigerian is now on the fence looking at you because we are tired of most of this propaganda. Coming out to lie to Nigerians, these are what you needed to do, these are what you need to do. At the end of the day, you find out that most of these things that's happening. We are in a democratic system of government for crying out loud.
Are you not satisfied with the figure? Or I don't know.
My brother, everything I see, even if I'm satisfied with the figure, to what needs will it be able to alter or change my life? For how many years? When remember the same present administration was still the one controlling the former administration before. So to what extent do you think that the administration has benefited you and I? If not that somebody will come to this place and start lying.
But they are two different persons entirely.
There's nothing like two different persons.
Buhari is different from Tinubu, Tinubu is different from
Even
Buhari.
as that, who brought that young man in power?
So was he the one ruling?
Even if see, my brother, in government,
Okay.
let me tell you something. In government, that's what you call godfatherism. You know that. And you cannot say, even if age, I don't know about age. You might be older than me, I might be older than you. But I can install you into a particular position, but I'm the one controlling you. Do you know that? So what are you talking about? I am not against anybody, but what I'm against is a bad governor. What these people are doing is very, very bad. You cannot tell me that in the democratic system of government, what you are after is just to borrow money, just to service debt, just to service the budget. What happens? See, we have a lot of companies in which we have set aside, productivity would have taken place.
Our defense gets 3.25 trillion naira.
Mr. Michael, Mr. Michael,
will it go a long way?
Mr. Michael, let's not be biased here. And
Combat crime in the country?
what kind of crime are you combating?
Insecurity?
What kind of insecurity
And all
are we
of
talking
that?
about? The
3.25
insecurity that is almost rampant in
trillion
almost all
naira.
the country. In those days when we were growing up, You hear that when you tune your radio, you hear that there was a war in so place. Someone was killed in a particular country. But now it's something you are witnessing within your doorstep. And then the Nigerian security are not doing anything. What are you saying? The Nigerian security you are talking about, is it the Nigerian security that will bring that? What money?
And
See,
somebody's telling you to calm down. Yeah, Charles, you need to calm down. The problem of Nigeria didn't start today.
I know. Odunlade, good morning, sir. I greet you. Taiwo Odunlade, God bless you wherever you are. But let me tell you the truth. Nigerians are suffering. Nobody should come out here and tell Nigerians that whatever that. Niyi, see, let me tell you.
All right.
No, I'm not saying anything.
So continue what you're saying.
See, let me tell you. Taiwo is our man. But Taiwo, get out from here, Ogorogo man. Taiwo, Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are not happy. Honestly speaking, let's be honest.
There is a man putting on lemon shirts. Okay, lemon shirts. Come over and say, can you have your account details? That's what he's telling me right now. Right, so can you have your account details? Go and your account. All right, go and write it out for me. Be fast. Write it out and give it to the videographer. All right.
So, honestly speaking, let's be honest with ourselves here. Nigerians are not happy. You cannot bring. You see, okay, go with the fact that, okay, look at your chickens now. Look at hens and everything.
Right.
How many times, even, the thing is not even affecting only Nigerians alone, even the chickens at home. Why will it be, what is your problem? See, these people should always come out and tell themselves the truth. The senators, the budget that was served before the senator, if they have nothing to benefit from the budget, they will not assent to that. So these people should always tell themselves the truth. Are they governing human beings or animals? We are not animals. We are human beings like them.
All right, Charles, thank you so much for your contribution. Quickly to Matthew. How are you doing? Can we have the Nation newspaper displayed on the screen? The Nation newspaper, can we have it displayed on the screen? Matthew, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, we have human capital development, poverty reduction, infrastructure, some of the priorities of the government, especially for the 2024 budget, 27.5 trillion naira. We have defense, having about 3.25 trillion naira, education 2.18 trillion naira, infrastructure gets 1.32 trillion, health 1.3 trillion naira, and all of that. Matthew, are you satisfied with the budget's presentation?
Our problem has not always been budgets. Our problem has always been misappropriation. That has always been our problem. Whether at the time of Obasanjo, whether at the time of Yaradua, Buhari, Jonathan, name it, our problem has always been misappropriation, not budgets. But I have a concern about the budget deficit of 9.7 trillion. Because you are projecting that you are going to borrow 9.7 trillion. And we already know that our economy is already exposed to volatility. Before this government came on board, the record shows that our debt to GDP was 75.3%. And you are still proposing to borrow about 9.7 trillion because once you are looking at budget deficit, it means you are not going to end that. You are going to source it from elsewhere. But for me, if I want, because let me respond to some issues Lee raised when they talk about the floating of the dollar at the official window. I sympathize with Lee. I saw how he struggled to defend his principle because he has made me to understand that Mr. President, Mr. Ahmed Bola Tinubu is his principal. If you are to face the reality, you are looking at what you are looking at in that budget appropriation. You are looking at naira to dollar at the official window, exchange rate of 700 naira to a dollar. When Buhari was there, dollar at that window was 471 naira to a dollar. Now, Lee is arguing that the floating dollar at that window is better, and that it has no effect
when it was not floated, when it was pegged. But I want to correct that impression. As we speak, it's on record that GSK have left this country. GSK is a pharmaceutical company. They are one of the companies that leverage on higher in-window hitherto before now to access dollar. So if dollar was exchanging at that window for 471 naira to $1, it means all their importation in terms of their raw material they were importing it at that exchange rate. Currently, it's on record that price of bread, anything that depends on imported raw material, anything that depends on flour, have increased. It was no surprise when Bakers Association of Nigeria said they were increasing their products with 15%. So all these are as a result of floating of dollar at that window. So you cannot tell me that the dollar they floated was not having bad effect on the economy. And for me, I've always said it. I said the best time to float your current the dollar at the future window is when you are productive. As it stands today, Nigeria is not productive. We are operating on a mono economy. Under such circumstances, is not when you start floating dollar at that window. Look at in that budget appropriation, they are estimating that a price of crude per barrel, they are estimating about $73 per barrel. The implication is that if you have crisis in the oil and gas industry globally, it has direct bearing on our local economy. So the best bet was to diversify our economy urgently. You have removed fuel subsidy, yes. Everybody have agreed that subsidy should go. The money you are earning from subsidy removal on gasoline, there is urgent need to use it to diversify into agriculture, into solid mineral, even into improving on our power generation, distribution and transmission. So for me, I think Lee was being political, okay, when he was trying to attack that idea. Because it's not about you defending the government, it's about, okay, let us look at the supplementary budget that was recently passed by the National Assembly.
So can you pause there? Omoba, I'm seeing your comments here. Please, there's a number there to call. Drop my phone number to get all this contact. You say you just talk about this old man, this elderly man too as well. But we can't just drop the account numbers like that. It's a number to call. I will tell my cameraman will drop that number there. Call that line. Chat me up on WhatsApp so I can give you the account details. Thank you so much, Omoba. You can see your comments. All right, continue, Mr. Machi.
So we are not even looking at the supplementary budget that was recently passed by the National Assembly. And government is already making another budget that will run from January to December next year. It means about that 2.something trillion or so have been expended. And in that supplementary budget, service-wide vote was about 516 billion. So who is government accountable to? Who are they explaining how they spend those money? Who are they giving the explanation? So for me, I say our problem has always been misappropriation. Not that we do not used to have good budget. Though I'm against that budget deficit because it's going to expose the economy to more volatility. Our economy is already in crisis. For me, we should have budgeted within what we can earn.
Yes. All right, thank you so much, Matthew. And there's another one, the CBN Council's Code Naira deadline. Are you okay with the development?
You mean that
Deadline?
Okay. It's not unexpected because even before this government came on board, they have made it clear that they were not supporting that policy. But my only worry is that the way our courts give judgment, they always look at the body language of the executive, particularly the federal government, before they give judgment. So, but the government saying that the old Naira note and new Naira note should run side by side indefinitely, I don't think it came to me by surprise because they actually made their intention known even while during the election. So for me, it's not a surprising issue.
Thank you so much, Matthew. We have morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Thank God for a new day. And good morning to the good viewers there. Good morning. Odunlade, good morning. Mr. Akirimade. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Rotimi. And good morning, Mr. I think I have to stop there because these are just the good people I know that they are still backing this program up, and they are the good people that are sustaining the a lot of people that are coming here to, you know, among those guys, I think those are the people that give back to the society in Nigeria here, not just all those ones that are just standing. I mean, so I really want to appreciate them for giving back,
Everybody is doing good. Everybody is giving back.
No, the people me I know is who I know. It's who I know. It's who I know. Yeah. No, yeah. But it's the people me I know. People I know. I don't need to know everybody. Yes, that's just one thing. Yeah. They are limited. Yeah. And I'm not. Yeah, and the other people without me knowing. Good one for you. So me, I'm not an ingrate. When you do me a favor, the phone I'm using came from someone. And this is my lifeline for my business. Came from someone. I have to appreciate the person. Because if not him today, I don't know where my business will have been. All right, yeah, we have to move.
That was presented to the National Assembly yesterday by
the budget. Yeah, I really.
How do you feel about
the
budget?
It's a budget of hope.
He said it's the best budget
yes,
so far.
It's budget of hope. I think, renewed hope. Yes.
Of course, the president christened it budget of renewed hope.
Definitely.
And you in line with the president?
I'm 100% in line with the president. Because as it is now, the guy has seen that Nigerians are really suffering, and he wants to bring a renewed hope to them that, okay, all the others, what you have been witnessing, the suffering you have been witnessing, the end has come to it. And I believe we'll start seeing the what's it called? The walking, they hit the ground running from December this month, which I'm looking at, what's it called, Port Harcourt Refinery, to be on stream now as it is, to be working, to start working. So to me, let everybody go and just relax their mind. Don't add up to the tension you're having. I know some people can never agree anything you say. I know them because their belief is they want to go. Their belief is agitation. But this is not the right time for agitation now. This is the right time to fix the country all of us destroy. I said all of us.
All of us?
Yes. All of us,
not
a particular entity, not a particular tribe. All of us destroy this country. So anybody that's telling you wants to go, he go nowhere. We have to tame them down to fix up what they destroy. Because when the goods was going on, when the old things was there, with the goodies was going, how many of them complained? They were sharing money then. They were sharing the allocation, external reserve allocation. Nobody was. Until this Sanusi spoke out that $20 billion was missing in our oil reserve accounts. You could remember, but we have a short memory. The 20 billion naira, did these people, did they question the power, the person in power there? Did they question them? No. Because they were hitting facts then. They were being bribed then. They were dishing out money to them. And dishing out money to someone is not the way out to help people in life. It's lay down the foundation, lay down infrastructure, lay down, the what's it called, the good education for those masses. So to me, I've not seen anybody who want to come for equity must come with a clean hand. None of them has clean hand. They just come here and start. I don't do that. I have to tell them over. And to me, there are problems around in the country as we have now. It's not all about budget we'll be saying now. There are some regions that are not having peace. We want security in this country. Because I could, according to my investigative, fact finding I did yesterday, there's a town, called Aku in Enugu State. The women, the mothers over there, they are not at peace with the youth. Everybody is just taking off from that community now. It's an empty community. When you talk of Anocha in what's it called, Anambra State, there's a serious issues, going on. Police being gunned down there, and the masses too. Nobody can stay in their land, that's their home, because once you went down to kill police, there's a problem there. So we need a stabilization of peace in this country. And that's another thing. We want peace in the country because this country, we have nowhere to go. If it happen now, how many country wants to give us asylum? How many country wants to, so you just think about what you want in life. And our people that are still against this government, they should calm down for the good. They should calm down. They should calm down. Except you want destruction of this country. Except you like what is going on in this country. And we have said, we have seen, we voted, and we've seen that the vote of the current president supersede, all other votes. And we saw that he had 8 point something million votes compared to 6 points that Atiku and the other guy, that's Obi, got. So to me, I don't know how they turn political terrain, electoral terrain to war now. I don't know why they're trying to turn it to war. So it's a very serious case. Mind you, it's a very, very serious case. Any small things they will incite just to create violence in the states.
You okay the budget? And we have the opposition party. I'm talking about the major opposition party, PDP, kicking against it. The PDP said the proposed budget contained false statistics. What's your reaction? How would you react?
Either false statistics, either correct statistics. Me, I believe, is the budget of renewed hope for us. And the budget is not so bad because all sections have been taken care of. And you're looking at the repayment of the debts, of our debts. We have accumulated debts. And we have the one they put on our head through, this same CBN governor. We knew the one that used our head to go and, the former CBN governor. Were you aware that they've used our external reserve to go and borrow money, to go and as a stake, to go search bank in America? A lot of atrocity these people committed, but we don't need to be speaking out. And to me, these are same people that are throwing the stone at the current government now. They are same people that are part of the people that destroyed the economy of this country. I can say it loud and clear because we could remember right from Obasanjo's time, there was a man that was a deputy president, vice president, that was in charge of the Nigerian economy. He was the chairman of Economic Council, in which they always make the vice president the chairman of Economic Council. You were there, you sold everything to your cronies. You sold all the Nigerian property to your cronies until President Obasanjo came back and reversed back those, even to the extent they favored the Obasanjo's in-law, Abebe. Obasanjo had to retrieve all those. So it's not today. So those people shouting, I think we need a saint that will come from heaven to come and castigate people like Kashiwaju, not all these elements of corrupt leaders, corrupt PDP leaders, corrupt, overnight labor parties. Nigeria will be good. I like that. Nigeria will be good one day. One day. I like that spirit.
Okay, what did you say?
Can you come over, bro, please?
What did you say?
Okay. What you said now?
Nigeria will go good one day. In Jesus' name.
Amen. I like that.
God bless
Those
Nigeria.
are the spirit. God bless Nigeria. America.
So
yes.
We should
start using positive words. Wow. Positive words. That's my own stake.
Only is a patriotic Nigeria.
I have to be because I have investments. I have children there. Where will I run to? Where will I run to? Will I run and leave my children? When anything happen now, crisis happen. Will I leave my 3 children? Will I leave my wife?
Thank you so much, Kunle.
It's uncalled for.
All right.
It's uncalled for.
All right, infrastructure.
The country,
we have defense getting 3.25 trillion naira education. It's very, very important.
Yeah. 2.8 trillion. Mike, you know that a deformed citizen, we never have anything to contribute into the way it's being governed or the way it's being, it's being governed. Let me just say that we have a lot of deformed citizens, deformed youths, that need to be educated because education is the key. And I like that they need to pump more money into education, so that people like Hasu, the university will not be going on strike, And
What about our health sector?
health sector, that's another thing.
1.3
An
trillion naira.
healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Good
Hospitals. Yes.
First-class
Yes. When you look at the mortality rate in this country, I mean, you'll be sorry. And the one with which all these our health officials that need to be retrained, because I can't see when someone will have a gunshot from maybe an armed robber or maybe from criminals that just shot them, and you will now say they should go to police station again to go and bring out doctor's report before they can treat him. So our health sector too needs to be reawakened, right? That they are not doing well at all. Majority of the mortality that is happening in this country is being caused by these health workers, and they are still same one that will be complaining that they are not well paid. I've monitored the system and I've known what is going on there. So there are a lot of manipulation in the health sector likewise, and in which government has to, intervene in, and look into it, because I've seen where they bring a patient that is about dying. You will see all those health people, they call themselves health workers, they will just be lumbering all around, looking at, we don't value life in this country. We don't value life. Will you blame that on the president? Will you blame that on the president? Average Nigerians has a very wicked mind. Average Nigerian has a very selfish mind. Average Nigerian has a very greedy mind. So you need to point finger at yourself first before you start pointing finger at other people.
What's happening, man? What's Kures talking about?
What's talking about?
Is it budget matter?
Yeah, budget matter.
What is the budget going to give to us? What are they saying? What are they saying inside the budget? See, let me take you. Everybody can never be the same home. No matter the situation, we can't be the same name, we can't be the same father and son name. Nigeria is hungry. Motherfucking shit's hungry. We are suffering. So the real truth is bitter. Don't let us be talking language of sweetness because you have given sweet stuff for corn. Let me tell you something. We are hungry as I did. So we are hungry. Tomorrow is first. How are we going to solve it? December come, no shikbang. Now chicken is going to fly over the home house. How are you going to eat now? How are you going to survive this situation now? Is it by talking the language that never existed? Let's talk the truth. So the truth will set you free, but the truth is bitter. Nigeria is fucking poverty, povertalization. Oh, now. It's wrong. We are not supposed to be like that.
The chicken is going to do what?
12 million, 12,000. Transport to my village, I can't go now. Because now it's going to 16,000. Where's the money? Where's the life? And now you carry a big basket, you don't do something home around. See, let us be frank with ourselves. Nigeria is not happy with the situation that is on ground. Let us be frank with the language. Hungry man, they shout hallelujah for church. Tell me you say they're hungry, man, I call they praise. You praise for what? When I take hungry somebody praise you, say you don't win, you don't good. You're not good, you're bad. Let Nigeria, average Nigeria, 3 a day. What's it?
Is meant to reduce poverty in the country.
Okay, to reduce poverty. See, we have been hearing this language.
Money will channel to different
Okay, let that money channel. Let it channel because we have been hearing this talk for the past months now. Now we are now hearing the big talk, which is the budget have come. We now see the share. Yes, the first budget. We now see the dismantlement of the big basket. So the one that belongs to here, the one that belongs to here, the one that belongs to the poverty home to reduce the poverty of Nigeria. Is it bigger than the one that they will eat? See, let us be frank with ourselves because we have been hearing patient. I like those situations. I like president, but his stomach language in Nigeria is the stomach is made. Somebody is not food here. Yes, sir. See, yes, let there be a systematic reality, truth that we will know and we will see. We will know and we will see. Tomorrow first, let us see this labor. Let Nigeria kiss some oil and a bone. They will be happy because a new lion have come, the lion of Bodilon. You know, sir, the lion have come. Let Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Because
Majority never see something, never even see Gary drink. And they have been hearing. And majority like the president, including me, we voted, but at the end, we collect slap for somewhere, say, come go punish you. Shebi na you bring the president. Shebi they suffer now. Shebi all of that. See that kind of language is negative. Let us see a situation where things will change. It will not be little. You will feel the ategun different from ategun. Air is different from air. Some air is hot, some air is sweet, some air bitter, and they are all air. So you have to choose the reality. Please let Nigeria enjoy the dividend of democracy.
All right, thank you so much. Oluwawan of our land. All right, the last person we're talking to this morning, Michael. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael Adekule.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right. You've been listening to some of the reviewers. I know you have your own quotas to contribute. Today, the 2024 budget is what we're talking about. We have defense, education, roads, gets 6.7 trillion naira. Federal government highest 10.4 trillion naira tax. Now, in all these, what Nigerians are demanding from the president is judicious use of this budget. Though it's a proposed budget, do you see the National Assembly accepting it?
Yeah, thank you, Adekule Michael. A budget of 27.5 trillion naira is what we are looking at. We have followed this route for now, and I think what is important to Nigerians, just as we said, is the implementation of this budget that should translate into a better country, that will improve the living standard of an average Nigerian. And I think that is where the focus should be. I've seen figures rolled out in this manner. I mean, year in, year out, and just like every other Nigerians have seen. We should not begin to applaud all these figures now. What is important is how it will be implemented. You said judicious use of these funds is what is important, which we have not been seeing before now. A budget where you are using close to 70% to sort out recurrent expenditures, that is salaries and allowances and all of that. You don't expect that to translate into serious improvements in the living standard of Nigeria. So, in the 90s, our budget was in millions. Towards 2000 and thereabouts, we entered billions. Now we are in trillions. And if you follow that trend, we have not seen it translate, and that is where government must begin to ask critical questions. It has never translated into living a good living standard for an average Nigerian. So it's not about turning out the figures, be it millions, be it billions. Now we are in the era of trillions. How much of it translates into what Nigerians can feel in terms of infrastructure, as we have said, defense is gulping a larger percentage, larger chunk of that budget. Health, road, how many Nigerians can access? Minimum health care that is so affordable, and all of those are issues. I'm not throwing around figures.
Do you cite budget padding? Do you cite padding in that budget?
Well, I wouldn't like to.
The PDP accused the government of APC padding that.
See, we may not be able to take it out. We have always had padding in the past. People's interests are infused into budget and all of that. Things that has no bearing with the life of an average Nigerian are imputed. We have always had such issues. But presently, I don't know if that trend has stopped. I am not sure if it has. But in terms of the allegation of the PDP, I don't have my facts now, and it is not hasn't been reported. that has been done. But it is an evil that has always been part of our budget system, even long before now.
Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate you coming in.
Maga,
Lucky, how you doing?
how you doing? I'm fine, fine. How's everything?
Yeah, fine.
How is the December? It's like everywhere you just calm down. What's the problem? I don't know whether. Anyway, Iyanu Ashele. People say Iyanu Ashele.
All right, yeah, Shelley.
So what is it? What's the latest?
Yesterday, the president of the country presented the proposed budget to the joint session of the 10th Assembly. And we have reactions to what the president presented yesterday, 27.5 trillion naira budget. But the question is, can it translate to improving the living standard of Nigerians?
My brother, I want to let me tell you thank our brother who are watching now, who always make us to smile, who know that we are existing in Nigeria. Because government doesn't know me, doesn't know you, doesn't know anybody. They only know themselves. Now, if you check last year, 2023, let's just say this year, budget that Buhari proposed, almost the same thing. There's no different. You know, there's no different. And the man, President Tinubu, was in a hurry. Hand over to Minister of Budget. I rushed to Qatar, Saudi Arabia. You see, my brother, the new hope, I don't see anything different. I don't see anything new thing. And just like what PDP said, rubbish. It's rubbish. They are going to tax more people. I'm telling the truth. They are going to tax more people. Do you think, Oga Mike, that is going to transmit to the poor people? No. What are we celebrating? It's the same PAM secretary and the local government chairman and the governors who will be celebrating that, not common person. That budget is too small comparing budget outside in 200 million Nigerians. Don't forget the debt servicing will be almost about 8 million, trillion. About trillion. So what are we talking about? Where's the money coming from? That's the question. Same oil. So the new hope is like the span secretary, before they even talk about some span secretary about road, they will first of all buy themselves car, change their house, wardrobe, everything before they even talk about say they want to make road. But you know, this road is wasting of time. That budget, PDP have said is rubbish. And just not say PDP opposition, we need to support them sometimes. I don't understand, because it's not going to translate to me. Nothing. They will still go to explode for me. So Tinubu, where yesterday, with the guy just dropped that to the yesterday, I come on this day, just that way Buhari did. At the end, the whole project last year, this year, did it translate to you? Did you see anything? Nothing. So, well, I pray that God should make this so that will translate to me. Let me pet it. Let me feel it. First time. I've not fed budget one time. Even PDP or APC, 8 years. Any budget, we only hear it at the end of National Assembly.
Can you hope renewed in the administration of
for what I'm seeing now, my brother, no, I'm not seeing new things.
First budget by the
But I already did the same thing last year, this year.
You said you've not enjoyed any budget.
We're not enjoying it. No, I'm not enjoying it.
New one.
This new one will not do the same thing, my brother. I'm not seeing anything. Is it people who will go, they will give money to them to patronize innocent. They will go to and buy themselves car. They wouldn't even remember road. Okay, tell me the budget of last year or this year. Okay, did you see anything? Security take the highest, even this one, the last year on. Insecurity everywhere. Are you getting me? Why are you projecting so money to defense? Instead of at least where you people eat, where they won't go to carry gun, they won't go and protect, they won't go and fight. You give it to farmer, the farmer are not going to farm. Are you getting me? So you are talking about budget of 27 trillion. At the end, the debt alone, almost 8.something trillion. So what are we talking about? How are they going to get the money? Same oil. Raising dollars with my 700 naira per dollars.
All right, thank you so
It's not going to work.
Somebody told me to tell you to drop your account number via WhatsApp, so you send it to me. And before you go, somebody say something. Can you move?
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, we have somebody saying that that's a Adijo Elonge Please, Michael, allow the old man behind Lucky to speak for once because people want to hear you talk.
Yes.
Baba, what do you yourself see for this project? Where,
So the project, we don't see everything. It's almost 60 years. The project, the matches. They are between themselves. They share the project. You cannot make anything from matches. So the project, it does not be happen for Nigeria. They are sharing it for themselves.
okay, you say the budget. You don't believe in the budget.
I don't believe anything. Just the project is garbage. To me. You cannot give us to chop the food. Give us better hotel for us.
Okay, Baba has spoken.
Congratulations. Baba has spoken for over 3 years. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Baba can talk. Congratulations.
All right.
Baba is speaking his mind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, greetings to Jarek Lance of Uku Oji. Greetings to you. Fat, greetings to you. Adi Joylonga, greetings to you. Lillian Pascal, thank you so much for joining us. Today, Chima. Jacob Adeji, thank you so much for joining us. Taiwo Otunlade, we appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo, Abe, Lillian Pascal, Peter Fury, thanks so much. Ugeze Chima is here as well. And many viewers watching us today on bystanders at News 10. I know what I'm saying. Please. Bystanders at News 10. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And before I go, Lucky wants to say something, right?
I think I want to remember our people again who are watching me. God bless you. I appreciate. Some people have prayer. We call it prayer. She's I would like call it Senate President. Make sure prayer. So it's like a prayer. A lot of people have sent prayer. God bless you. You that send prayer. You that will still remember prayer. May God bless you there. I know you're watching. The date is coming up. We are very close. See, this party will not finish. You know why? This party wants you to unite. As far as God may not remember about you, as abroad watching us, remember us. May God bless you. You will not die this year. Before the end of this month, may God will bless you. Double time. Adilawo Taiwo, Dennis, Stop and Chop. Oh, my brother. Oh, right. Richard, Oguniyi, Mama Kechi, Mama US. If I don't mention your name, pardon me. No, sir, I'm going to stop. It's on the 12th. It's on the 12th. Please join us. If you're around, join us. We are going to celebrate Nigeria. We are one. God bless you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, viewers, add it, please. Okay, we need to. Sir, you need to go. We need to go. Please, our social media handles are right on the screen. You can also join me on Facebook at Michael Temitayo Adekule, Michael Temitayo Adekule, TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Thank you so much, viewers. Have a nice day.